Well, the seasons have definitely changed. As you can see, the snow is falling pretty hard out here. And although this might look like fun and games, it can get dangerous very quickly. For starters, warm clothing. A coat, a hat, and gloves work best. Officials say you should choose mittens over gloves and a knit cap over a baseball cap because they'll keep you warmer. You should also have drinking water and a non-perishable food item on hand because you never know how long the power is going to be out for. But most importantly, officials say when the power goes out, do not run for those candles. Instead, opt for a flashlight. Although universities are fighting to keep prices relatively low, the reality is it costs about $21,000 to sit in one of these chairs for an entire year. That's the equivalent of a brand new car for most families. With the emergence of the electronic cigarette raises a question: how does the rules and policies of traditional cigarette smoking relate to the e-cig? And where could they be smoked at? Good afternoon and welcome to HTV News. I'm Christopher Burton. For most college students, the weekend is a time to sleep in and relax, but last Saturday, HU students rolled out of bed early and got to work. HTV's Blair Caldwell got in on the spring workday action. We have an extra pair of shoes. Well, Souls for Souls could use them. Last Sunday, the Nazarene Church of Huntington played host to a benefit concert for Souls for Souls and Love Inc. People were able to bring used or new shoes to donate to the organization. About 70 students showed up to jam out to the sounds of Attaboy and two other local bands. One way HU admissions officers tried to make their booth more interactive this year was by harnessing the use of social media. Festival attendees were given the chance to log into their Facebook, like Huntington University's page, and then tag them in their statuses. So what should HU students be doing to prepare themselves in case of a severe weather emergency? Well, for starters, update their contact info.
Make sure that you're registered with the campus alert system on the portal. That's a system that we use in the event of an emergency, whether it's weather-related, other kinds of emergencies.
Registration is quick and easy. All you have to do is log into the portal, click on campus alert, enter a current cell number, and if you would like to receive a text message in case of emergency, then type in an alternate email address into your initials for a signature, and you're good to go. One common result of winter weather here on campus is power outage.
Sometimes we lose power. And we've got backup generators and lights for all the residence halls and all the places on campus, but those have a limit to them. So in the event that we're out of power for a significant amount of time, then we'd have to figure out what do we need to do.
Officials say they know exactly what you should do. Before the power goes out, you should have a few things within arm's reach. It's no secret the price of attending college leaves a dent in the average student's pocketbook, but just how much are students forking over to pursue higher education? Let's look at the numbers. On average, a student will spend about $30,000 to attend a private school for 4 years and about $20,000 to attend a public university. Take those numbers and subtract the average amount of financial aid a student receives, about $12,000, and you'll see just why some students are majoring in debt. Junior Brian Myers has racked up quite the bill here at HU.
Just under $60,000 right now, so quite a bit.
But he's not the only one. Freshman Lydia Brown is already concerned about the amount of debt she has.
Well, I have a lot of debt, especially going here. It's really expensive, so I don't know, it's just going to be hard to pay off.
This concern has led her to transfer to a public university next year to save money.
Well, Purdue costs about $10,000 less, so that's a big thing.
Myers and Brown are not alone in the debt war. HU enrollment says they've seen an upwards trend.
The loans have sort of gone up in terms of people running out of other options in terms of how to pay for school.
But seeing this increase, HU decided to do a couple things to try and combat it.
Number one is trying to do more institutional aid to try to compensate for students who either would choose not to take out loans or take out as many loans, and also trying to kind of curb back the tuition and fees expense. I think this year we're 2.5%, which is the lowest we've been in a number of years. Although universities are fighting to keep prices relatively low, the reality is it costs about $21,000 to sit in one of these chairs for an entire year. That's the equivalent of a brand new car for most families. The reality is college isn't getting any cheaper, but students are still pursuing that diploma with hopes that it'll pay off in the end.
Just work hard and try to get a good paying job so I can pay them off without accumulating too much interest.
Reporting in Huntington, HTV News, Christopher Burton.